Recently, a significant piece of news emerged that has captured the attention of fans and analysts alike. The Las Vegas Raiders, in a move that reflects their ambition to strengthen the team's future prospects, have decided to offer Geno Smith a 2-year contract extension. This agreement, valued at $75 million, with the potential to reach $85 million, includes a substantial $66.5 million guaranteed. It's not every day that a quarterback gets a deal like this. And given the current landscape of the NFL, this contract has sparked much debate and discussion. When the news first broke, the figures seemed to suggest a 2-year deal worth $85 million, with $66.5 million guaranteed. However, later clarifications revealed that the actual value of the deal is $75 million, with the opportunity for bonuses to push it toward the higher end of the scale. This correction didn't diminish the magnitude of the deal, though. The main takeaway is that the Raiders are investing heavily in Geno Smith's future with the team, which speaks volumes about the team's confidence in his ability to lead them forward. What stands out about this contract is the amount guaranteed to Smith. In a league where the most successful quarterbacks are often compensated with astronomical sums, the fact that Geno Smith's deal ranks as the 17th highest guarantee for quarterbacks is an interesting point to consider. Despite this, there is no denying that he has been performing at a level that justifies this kind of financial commitment. Geno Smith, in recent seasons, has been able to prove himself as one of the top quarterbacks in the league, even with some challenges working against him, such as a less-than-ideal offensive line. A significant factor to note here is the potential Geno Smith holds. While he may not yet be considered a top 5 quarterback by every measure, he is certainly positioned within the top tier. Under the right coaching and with a more stable offensive line, there's every reason to believe that he could soon crack the top 10. For now, though, the Raiders are getting him at a bargain price compared to some of the league's highest-paid quarterbacks. This fact alone makes the deal all the more intriguing. After all, quarterbacks who can lead their teams to victories, especially in such a competitive league as the NFL, are hard to come by. One thing that caused some delays in finalizing the contract was the negotiation around the guaranteed money. The Raiders were looking to ensure that they had enough of a financial commitment to Smith without overcommitting for the future. It's clear that Geno's agents were aiming for a deal that would provide security for their client, while also offering him the opportunity to continue to grow and prove himself as a top-tier quarterback. The delay wasn't a sign of a failed negotiation, but rather a sign of both sides being careful to get the terms just right. It's important to keep in mind that, even though Geno Smith's contract is hefty, it's still quite reasonable when compared to the deals of other quarterbacks in the league. For example, his guaranteed money is a fraction of what players like Russell Wilson or Justin Fields are making, despite their somewhat comparable performances in recent seasons. When you think about it, Smith is getting paid significantly less than some of the quarterbacks who are ranked below him in terms of overall performance, especially considering the fact that he has been consistently winning games and putting up solid statistics. Under the leadership of a competent coach and with a more balanced team around him, there's no reason why Smith couldn't see himself become one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the league in the near future. This contract is also noteworthy because it's a 2-year deal with the option for a 3rd year, which adds an interesting layer of flexibility for the team. The Raiders have a unique opportunity to evaluate Smith's progress over the next couple of seasons, while keeping their options open for the future. This structure not only allows the team to evaluate Smith's performance, but also gives them the flexibility to make adjustments if needed. The coach, who signed a 3-year deal with the possibility of a 4th year, also provides an interesting dynamic. The team's management seems to have a clear vision of what they want to achieve in the next few years, and this deal plays a key role in that vision. Looking ahead, this contract could have a ripple effect on other quarterback contracts within the league. As the market for top quarterbacks continues to evolve, deals like the one Smith received could serve as a model for other teams. Geno Smith's contract is indicative of the changing landscape in the NFL, where teams are becoming more strategic with their financial commitments. The Raiders' decision to secure Smith for the next few years might seem like a small move, but has significant implications for their future success. One of the most intriguing aspects of this deal is that it was concluded before some of the more high-profile quarterbacks in the league, such as Brock Purdy, could sign their deals. This is crucial because Purdy's upcoming contract is likely to spark a lot of debates around how much quarterbacks should be paid, especially those who are still relatively young and have not yet proven themselves in the same way as some of the league veterans. The Raiders' ability to secure Geno Smith's contract before other quarterbacks' deals are finalized could turn out to be a smart move, one that saves them money while also securing the leadership they need to succeed. As for the immediate future, the Raiders seem to be gearing up for the upcoming NFL draft. The team's front office is likely looking for ways to bolster their roster, with a particular focus on adding talent to both the offensive line and the receiving corps. There's a growing sense that the Raiders may be in the market for a quarterback in this year's draft, although whether they'll pull the trigger on selecting one remains to be seen. If they do, it will be interesting to see how they approach the situation, especially given Geno Smith's current contract and the role he's expected to play on the team over the next few years. There's a lot of excitement surrounding this contract extension for Geno Smith, and it's easy to see why. The Raiders are clearly investing in their future, and while some might argue that the deal is a gamble, the potential reward is significant. The franchise has a chance to build around a quarterback who has already proven he can lead a team to victory. The next few seasons will be crucial in determining how this contract plays out and whether or not Smith can live up to the high expectations set for him. What's clear is that the Raiders are all in on Geno Smith, and the coming years will be filled with anticipation as the team works to build a championship contender. As we look ahead to the future, one key factor that will determine the success of this contract for the Raiders is how Geno Smith will continue to evolve as a quarterback. Over the last few seasons, he has shown an ability to win games, even when faced with some tough situations. His ability to perform under pressure, coupled with his work ethic and leadership qualities, make him an attractive option for the Raiders. But the question remains, can he maintain this level of performance and perhaps even take it to the next level with the right support? One of the things that has been consistently pointed out by analysts is Geno Smith's ability to thrive in less than ideal circumstances. Despite not having one of the best offensive lines in the league, Smith has been able to consistently put up strong performances. His resilience has allowed him to remain competitive, and his ability to lead his team to victories has set him apart from other quarterbacks in similar situations. But if he is to truly fulfill his potential, the Raiders will need to ensure that their offensive line improves significantly. Having a strong and reliable offensive line can make a world of difference for a quarterback, especially one like Smith who has shown that he can perform at a high level when given the right tools. In addition to the offensive line, the Raiders are also focusing on building a more dynamic receiving corps. While Geno Smith has had some talented receivers at his disposal, it's clear that more help is needed in this area. The team's ability to add another weapon in the passing game could be the key to unlocking Smith's full potential. A top-tier receiver could help stretch the field, giving Smith the opportunity to make the deep throws that he has shown he is capable of. Having a dynamic and versatile group of receivers will not only make the offense more dangerous, but will also give Smith the chance to build chemistry with his weapons, something that is essential for sustained success. The importance of adding talent to the roster cannot be overstated, especially when we consider the draft that is just around the corner. The Raiders have the opportunity to add players who can contribute immediately, and this is where the management's strategic planning will come into play. With the 6th overall pick in the draft, the Raiders could make a splash by selecting a player who can step in and make an impact right away. The team's ability to make the most out of this pick will be crucial in determining how well they are positioned for the upcoming season. Additionally, their picks at number 37 and 68 will also play a key role in adding depth to the roster and giving the team more options as they look to build a competitive squad. There's also the looming question of whether the Raiders will go after a quarterback in this draft. With Geno Smith now locked in for the next couple of years, the team could be looking to bring in a young quarterback who can learn from Smith and be groomed for the future. It's a strategy that has worked for many teams in the past, and it could be a smart move for the Raiders. By selecting a quarterback who can sit behind Smith for a year or two, the team can develop their future starter while still competing for wins in the short term. However, If the Raiders do decide to go down this path, they will need to ensure that they select the right quarterback, one who has the potential to eventually take over the starting role and lead the team for years to come. The Raiders' decision to extend Geno Smith's contract reflects their commitment to building a competitive team, and the next few years will be crucial in determining if that commitment pays off. With the right pieces in place, Smith has the potential to take this team to new heights. The addition of key players in the draft, combined with Smith's leadership and skills, could make the Raiders a formidable force in the AFC. But it all hinges on the team's ability to make the right decisions in the coming months. One of the more exciting aspects of the Raiders' future is the presence of a coaching staff that has proven to be successful in developing quarterbacks. This coaching staff, led by their head coach, has a track record of turning quarterbacks into stars, and Geno Smith will be no different. The development of quarterbacks under this staff has been impressive, and there's every reason to believe that Smith will continue to improve with the guidance of these coaches. In fact, Smith's growth as a quarterback over the next few seasons will be a direct reflection of the work being done by this coaching staff. As we look at the broader picture, it's clear that the Raiders are building something special. They have a strong core of players, a coach who knows how to develop talent, and now a quarterback in Geno Smith who can lead the team for the next few years. The contract extension gives Smith the stability he needs to focus on improving his game, while also providing the team with a reliable leader under center. With the right pieces in place, the Raiders are poised to compete in the AFC for years to come. And this contract is just one part of that larger plan. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Las Vegas Raiders. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The Las Vegas Raiders find themselves at a crossroads, trapped in a cycle of frustration and unfulfilled potential. Years of missteps and inexperience have left them reeling, their hopes crushed season after season. But now, in a desperate bid to change their fortunes, they have turned to a man who has seen it all, Pete Carroll. A veteran of the game, his arrival signals a glimmer of hope in the darkness. Yet, the road ahead is anything but easy. Carroll steps into a storm, inheriting a roster riddled with holes and uncertainty. The offseason has brought reinforcements, but none strong enough to shift the tide. The Raiders remain a team searching for answers, a team clinging to the belief that one man's wisdom can guide them through the chaos. But how much can experience truly mend a foundation built on instability? The weight of expectation grows heavier by the day. Time is not on their side. The upcoming NFL draft presents an opportunity, but even the most promising selections cannot erase years of shortcomings overnight. The turnaround will be grueling, a battle waged over more than just one season. And so, the Raiders look to Carroll, not just as a coach, but as a beacon of resilience. His past, marred by setbacks and dismissals, has forged him into a leader accustomed to adversity. Now he must prove that those scars have given him the wisdom to rewrite the Raiders' fate. Carroll's journey has never been a smooth one. The shadows of his early failures still linger. His abrupt dismissals from the Jets and Patriots, a harsh reminder of the brutal nature of the NFL. But if those years taught him anything, it was how to rise from the ashes. He has faced the impossible before. He has felt the sting of doubt and the whispers of those who never believed in him. And now, in Las Vegas, he faces perhaps his greatest test yet. As he stood before the media at the NFL owners' meetings, Carroll's words carried the weight of a man who has lived through triumph and turmoil. Life is about suffering and bouncing back, he said. You have to discover who you really are. For the Raiders, the suffering has been long and unrelenting. The question now is, can Pete Carroll lead them to redemption, or will this chapter end like so many before it, with dreams shattered and hope lost in the desert? That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Las Vegas Raiders, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.